Not like my K through 12 schools.
Right.
Like, I mean, I grew up, like I said, playing violin and piano too, so it was mostly like Western classical stuff, European classical stuff.
Right.
I got into jazz when I was about like 15.
Okay.
And I remember even like, because my dad gave me Live at the Pershing, about Jamal, and like a verse, greatest hits of Wes Montgomery. And it was like, I remember my conception of music to that point was like, how long is this sheet? You know, because like that's how I was always playing. And then like there was this place called the Milwaukee Conservatory, and that's where I started kind of getting into jazz.
Okay. That's an interesting thing you said, you know, that how long is this sheet? Because the song is going on for some time now. Are they reading all this time?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So you're getting involved in jazz, and I imagine you starting to play in different scenarios and also hold on to those type of gigs where you need to have a little bread coming in. So you might be doing a little funk gig, you know, maybe a little reggae, Latin, stuff like that.
You're talking about up in New York?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't mind doing that. I played on Broadway for a while. That was helping me pay stuff.
Okay. How did you get into the Broadway?
So I was actually doing a jazz show with this guy. He was the twin brother of a kid I went to college with.
Right.
I'm not going to say his name because I don't know. You know.
Yes.
But his mom had came to the show, and then the director of the show, Hadestown, is friends with them. Saw me play. He was like, man, I want to get you involved in this stuff. And so I did it for a while, decided it wasn't really my thing, and stopped doing it. But yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I don't consider like playing Latin stuff or funk or anything like that, just like paying the bills. Like, I love that stuff as much as
playing swing.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and that's a good thing you say, because I think a lot of people tend to think that when you play jazz and you do these other gigs, you don't put your all in the other type gigs.
Right.
People don't understand when you begin to respect the art form, which is jazz, you can't dumb down playing, be it funk, reggae, you know, you try to put something from that school into it.
Yeah.
You know?
I would agree.
That's a beautiful thing. So, singing, man.
Yeah.
When did that come in? Was it always a part of your upbringing when you started doing bass or what have you?
Well, man, like, I would say, like, because my uncle is like a big rap guy.
Oh.
And I had a cousin who was a big rap guy. And they gave me all these records growing up. And so then when I got my MacBook right before I left for college, I got Logic, you know, and when I was in elementary school and stuff, we used to have like computer time.
Right.
And I would mess around in GarageBand. I remember how much fun it was. So then I started messing around on Logic, trying to make samples, trying to make my own loops and stuff.
Okay.
And so at first it started off as rapping. It wasn't until like recently, probably in the last 4 or 5 years, that I discovered like how much I loved Whitney Houston, how much I love Michael Jackson, how much I love Prince. So where I was like starting to kind of like delve into that aesthetic,
right?
You know, and not only for the purpose of making it, or not to make it to be someone,
right?
But to make it just to like kind of understand it.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. And I imagine that would allow you to accompany a vocalist when you play bass even better.
I don't know. I mean, I try my best when I do get to accompany. But I mean, usually that comes from, I don't know. I mean, it's a bass, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta just kind of be doing something solid.
You gotta hold it down.
Yeah. Especially for singers.
Oh, yeah. Because, you know, there are some singers that could blame the bass player for their mistake.
Well, even, you know, I don't know. Yes, obviously. Yes.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, it's just better, you know, when it's just solid.
Yeah.
Sometimes other situations call for other things.
Yeah.
But in those cases, a lot of times,